Hello, hello, hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. Today is August 20th, 2025, and I want to welcome everybody to today's episode. For those of you who are new, my name is Donna, and you have found me at Fancy Fiber Forum, where we love fancy fiber here. That's kind of my tagline. I love fancy fiber, and I think most of you who watch me love fancy fiber also. But I just wanted to come on here today. I know it's been a long time since I've recorded because I've been kind of busy with a new craft. It's not necessarily new to me, but it's a craft I have rediscovered after several years, and I'm going to share that with you along with a finished object that I completed last night. So if you'd like to watch and see what I have in store today, stick around. This channel is mainly about yarn, crochet, and knit. As of late, it's been more knitting than crocheting. I haven't done much crocheting since discovering knitting this past April. So we're going on 4 months now of knitting, and I'm really enjoying it a lot. Lately I've gotten into sock knitting. So I'll share that with you later. Excuse me. So this new craft, I gotta clear my throat. Hopefully that's the end of that. This new craft that I discovered back in 2018, I believe, is diamond painting. And I have 3 finished ones that I'm going to share with you today, 2 of which are from when I discovered it back in 2018. So 2 from then, and then 1 that I recently finished last week, and I just started another one that I'll share with you also. It's laying out here, so I can't really lift it up and show you, so I'll share a picture when I get there of what it will look like, hopefully, when it's finished. So diamond painting is a lot of fun, and I gave it up because I thought that my trimmer would get in the way, and really it doesn't. So I'm thankful of that I can continue to do it, because it is a lot of fun. Because my focus is more on the fiber arts, I don't know what's wrong with my throat today. I have been buying more budget-friendly and value diamond art kits. I've searched online to see other diamond art websites. Oh my goodness, they're expensive. They're very expensive. So people who are into diamond art and diamond painting, they're not doing a whole lot else, because they're paying upwards of $40, $50, $60 for a kit. I'm not going to do that. These are costing me less than $10. Of course, they're from Amazon. So the quality may not be as good. It doesn't matter to me. I'm a simple person. So, I'm going to find a really economical way of framing them and hanging them on my wall. So let me go ahead and start with the first one that I made. And this one was back in 2018. And the funny thing about diamond painting, it doesn't look good close up. And for those of you who may be familiar with it, already know that. But it looks way better from far away. I just sealed this one, and I think that over the years, it's kind of lost its sparkle, its luster. There's a little, well, you can see a little bit of it. But I finally sealed it. It's been unsealed since 2018. And I just put it on this canvas years ago. So that's a economical way of doing it. I think I'd do it a little differently next time. I've been watching videos on DIY framing, and there's a lot of really good ideas out there. So that's my first one. And this one I still have yet to frame. And this one, I actually ran out of diamonds. So I was fortunate enough to find the diamonds or the drills that came with this. And I just put similar ones where they were missing, and then I sealed it. Strangely enough, or surprisingly enough, the canvas was still a little bit sticky where the diamonds were missing. But here's my second one, and this one is sealed. So I'm gonna figure out a good way to frame that one. But isn't that pretty? I love that, the way that rooster is designed. That's gonna look pretty on my wall. See, you can see the sparkle. That's cool. So that one I probably did around 2018 also. So put that off to the side. And then this one I happened to buy off of Amazon. What's that beta tested Amazon thing? Amazon, I can't think of the word. But it's supposed to be like, it's like Amazon's answer to Temu. So everything is from China. Everything is really cheap. So I came across this one. And it was like $5 or $6. And the colors intrigued me, so I decided to get it. And this took me, I think, 4 days. I worked exclusively on this. I did no knitting or anything while I was working on this. And it's all right. I mean, it's I don't think it's as nice as the other two. So there's that one. I'll have to frame that one. And then the other one that I'm working on is a Scottish Highland cow. And I'll share a picture of the listing right here on Amazon. So I'm working on that now. It's a little bit, it's bigger. It's probably, let's see if it's, no, it's bigger than this one, but it goes this way. It's a long and narrow one. So it's the biggest one so far. So that'll be fun. I love Scottish Highland cows. And I've got 2 more different designs of Scottish Highland cows that I'll be doing. And then I happen to be looking on either Etsy or eBay and came across these cute gnomes. And I saw this, I think it was eBay. I don't know if you can tell what he looks like. There's too much glare. Too much glare. Anyway, I'll post a picture of that one too right here. But I got this one yesterday, and there's a lot of purple in here, so I'm excited about that. So I got this one yesterday. Do I have another gnome? I don't think I got another gnome. So I've got Scottish Highland cows and gnomes that I'm going to fill this house with. Two things that I just absolutely think are adorable. So that's all my diamond painting that I have planned for. And this big one is going to take me a while. I'm going to pace myself. I'm not going to work on it exclusively. And I'm not going to invest a lot of money in this craft at all. At all. I did go ahead and order a pen. I don't know why. The other one is perfectly fine. But I guess I just wanted something pretty. So I'm using that. This Scottish Highland cow, I'm not real impressed with the beads, with the drills. Because normally what happens is, okay, so you put a bunch of drills in your tray. The tray has these raised ridges. You put a bunch in here, and then you shake the tray, and the drills are supposed to settle right side up in these grooves. And in this one that I just did, that's what would happen. I mean, I'm still learning it, but I would put the drills in and shake it, and everything that would be in the grooves would be right side up. With this Scottish Highland cow, that's not the case. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the tray or the beads. So I did order another tray. These are really cheap, and they're lightweight, and I've knocked these over already several times and made a mess. So I've got another tray coming, hopefully this week. And I don't know if that'll make a difference or not. If not, this cow is going to take me a long time, because those drills are not as good as the ones from this other kit. So because of that, you know, you've got this, they call it a multi-placer, and you can put several drills in here and put it down at the same time. That's hard to do when you have a line of drills and some of them are not right side up. So it just makes it a little more frustrating if you have large areas of one color and you can't put a bunch of drills down because they're not right side up. And again, I'm not going to spend $30, $40, $50, $60 for a diamond art kit just so I get better beads. I don't think I'm going to do that. Not at this point anyway. I don't see that happening in the future, because if I start doing that, it's going to end up like my yarn. I'm going to have a stash of diamond art. I don't want to do that. Fiber arts is way more important to me. My knitting and my crochet is way more important to me than this. Just saying. So, you know, I will continue to buy the budget kits, and it is what it is. So that's my new craft. Now, on to my finished item, knit item, which happens to be another pair of socks. So this will be my third pair of finished socks. The first pair was for me, and it was the Geever Tin Mine socks. If I have a picture, I'll put it here. The second pair was for my son, and I think I have a picture of one sock. I'll share that here. This one is for me. I considered giving these to my daughter, but I have more of this yarn. If I want to make another pair for her, I can do that. But these I think are going to be for me. And for some reason, I have misplaced my second sock blocker. I was wanting to show them both to you, both on sock blockers, and I can't find my second one. So this is the one that I just blocked last night. My lighting isn't so good. I have overhead lighting. But there's my second sock. Here's my first one. That's the better side. It has no holes. So here's my first one. Here's my second one. Isn't it cute? It's so cute. And when I did the first one, I showed it and I explained that I did this experiment. So of course the second one had to be the same thing. So I did 5 rounds of, I think it's called a reverse stockinette, and then I went the other way. So I was working on the right. It's working on the wrong side, then 5 rounds on the right side, 5 rounds on the wrong side. So I have 2 5-round sections of reverse stockinette, if that's what it's called. I know it's hard to see. See, that's like the wrong side, and then here's right side stockinette, and then the rest is stockinette. So that's how I did that. And I thought that because before I blocked it, it was kind of squishing in on itself. I thought it would continue to do that even after I blocked it, but it's not. It's staying straight. And these fit beautifully. They're snug, but they're not too snug. And by snug, I mean the length of the foot. I probably could have gone another 5 rounds. So I will know that in the future. I did 50 rounds after I was down to the correct stitch count, which was 64. Once I decreased down to 64, I did 50 rounds before I started decreasing for my toe. So in the future, I think I'll do 55. And I think that'll be perfect. I mean, this still fits. It's not like my toes want to poke out, and make holes eventually. It'll work. But I'm probably going to make sure and hand wash these. Or I can put them in my garment bag, which I normally do for my knit socks. I put them in a garment bag and then put them in the wash, and then I will air dry them. So that's probably what I'll do. But that's sock number 1, and that's sock number 2. I did make a mistake on when I was doing the gusset and I was doing the decreases. I think it was for the gusset. When I was doing slip slip knit, I was slipping purlwise, and I was wondering why it was so easy for me to go back in with my left needle, because it's usually kind of a struggle. I was going in the wrong way. With slip slip knit, you're supposed to go in knitwise, slip knit wise, slip knit wise, and then you knit those two together. I was going in the wrong way. But it's okay. I mean, if you weren't looking for it, you wouldn't know it. And I didn't realize it till after I was done. So those socks are done, you guys. I'm so excited. I made my own socks. That's twice. The Geeverton Mine socks, those will probably be a winter sock, because they are they are a little heavier to me. So anyway, another thing with this sock, this was the very first sock that I was going to try the entire thing with a 9-inch circular. In the past, I started with a 9-inch, and then when I got to the heel, I switched to either DPNs or Magic Loop. With this one, I kept going because my friend Jeanette, who was also new to sock knitting, she completed a sock, and she did the whole thing with a 9-inch circular. So I thought, if she can, I'm gonna try. Well, it was fine till I got down to the toe decreases, because you've got less stitches, and so you're having to stretch your needle. And I thought, I'm just gonna stretch these fibers too much. I think I got to down to 40 stitches. So from 64 to 40 stitches, and it just got to be too, I don't want to say tight, but it just got a little too fiddly, and I didn't want to stretch the fibers. So I incorporated a second 9-inch circular. So I divided the front and the back onto two 9-inch circulars, and that was really frustrating also, because I had never done that. I wasn't sure how to do it. So I figured, you work one half and you just use the 9-inch circular and knit it through, instead of using instead of bringing in a third needle and working those stitches off the 9-inch onto a third needle. I just kept it on the same needle. And that was a struggle until I got down to fewer stitches. So I was stitching super, super tight, just super tight. And I think you can really tell with the way the toe looks how tight I was stitching. But I managed to get through it. Now I know that going forward, when I go down to the toe, I think I'm going to switch to Magic Loop. I think that's easier for me. Or DPNs. But once you get down to doing once you get down to so few stitches, it's easy for that DPN to fall out. And that's the last thing I want. So I know I have some metal DPNs coming maybe next week, but I may switch to Magic Loop for my toes. I may do that. But I'm happy with the socks. I won't do the 5 rounds of right side, wrong side again, because I can't figure out how to close up the holes. I like the look, but I can't figure out how to close up the holes, because when you're turning it around, now your working yarn is on your left-hand needle. So if anybody can tell me a good way for me to be able to move that yarn over to the right needle and eliminate the holes, if somebody can tell me how to do that, then I may do this again, because I like the look. I do like the look, but I don't like the holes. So anyway, there's that. Future plans, I think I'm going to try my hand at a DK weight sock. But I can't decide if I want to do a vanilla sock or whether I want to try something that's got some different stitches in it. I may try a vanilla sock. I ordered some 3.25 millimeter needles. One is a 32 inch, one's a 40 for Magic Loop. because I thought if I do DK yarn, it's going to be really hard to put that many stitches on a 9-inch circular. I don't think that's a good idea. So I've already picked the yarn. Let me show it to you. Hold on. All right, I'm thinking about this yarn for a DK sock. I dyed this myself. I don't remember, I don't have a label on it, so I don't remember what the base is, but I could always hold it. I could hold it with a like a fake mohair. That would add some strength to it. But because this is a thicker yarn, it's probably just going to be a house sock anyway. So maybe I don't need to have nylon in it. And this may have nylon in it. I don't remember. I don't remember what this is. I can't remember. It's wool. I do know that. I don't know if this was a cascade. I don't think it was a cascade. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. So I'm thinking about this for DK sock. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm thinking that's going to be my next sock. And I'm doing a sock exchange for Christmas. And I told her that I was thinking I would probably do a DK sock for her. So I want to at least get one under my belt before I make one as a gift. So that's the plan. I was laying in bed last night thinking how pretty would it be to do like an undyed, I'm giving it away now maybe if I do this, doing an undyed and holding it double with a colored mohair. Wouldn't that be pretty? And then I thought I could knit it all in undyed and then dye the sock after. These are things I think about while I'm laying in bed trying to sleep. I thought, oh, that would be really cool. Knit 2 socks out of undyed yarn and then dye them both at the same time and have like a fade. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Here again, I'm giving it away. So I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but those are the thoughts in my head for that sock exchange. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. I'm seeing that I've got someone messaging me about some yarn, so I need to look in on that. And I just thought I would pop in here and share my recent makes with you guys and talk about my diamond painting. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm excited to get this one framed. Isn't this one cool? This one is so cool. I just think it's really neat. I've had this one hanging in my bedroom on the wall, and I just put two-sided tape on it and stuck it between my 2 windows, but I need to get a frame on it. I need to get it framed or do something with it so I can hang it for everybody to enjoy. So with all that, you guys, thank you again for joining me today. I really appreciate you watching. I appreciate you subscribing. I did have a new subscriber last week, I think. So keep them coming. Keep the thumbs up coming. And I'll try to do better at putting out more content. I just get all wrapped up in my craft, and that's what I want to do. So anyway, with that, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you, and God bless you. I hope you have a great rest of your week. And remember, God loves you. Jesus loves you. I love you. And I will catch you on the next video. Take care, you guys. Bye for now.